Love, peace, and gratitude. I just jumped right off because it's the Sabbath, so it's breaking the fast. This. If you're later on in the live, it's gonna be gone. Anyhow, though, all water through the day, so you know the little things. You know, this is a fitness channel too, so it's all geared around fitness. All right. Straighten up my feathers. I got my ether mic is on. We're getting the downloads. We're talking about cluster B personality. You know that's gonna always be in the mix. That's what's plaguing everybody. All right, so let me go ahead and get up into this. Love is gratitude. Yeah. Peace. Hey, it ain't super extra right now. We got the peas, and we got the avocado, and we got the quinoa and brown rice. Quinoa, brown rice, avocado, peas. That's it. All the protein, the grains, all that. Healthy fats. That's all you need. We're breaking the fast right now. I'll go with the Sabbath, so that's what I do. True Sabbath. It just so happened to be that the moon so happened to be where it's at. So, true Sabbath is with the moon cycles and stuff. So love is gratitude. Can't forget the liquid aminos, the BCAAs. Huh? First real meal of the day. Well, I ain't eating nothing earlier. It was a Sabbath, so no electrolytes. Sat out in the sun for about 3 hours. It's like damn near 100 degrees. Got copper-fied and charged up. You know what I mean? Wasn't even hungry no more. I had to damn near force myself to eat this on to break my fast. I would have went the whole night. Worked out in the AM. I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get some nutrition up in me. It was a good rest day. I used the cosmic energies to align me, so that was cool. A little evil eye, but not as much as I was getting. Yeah, dance when you're eating this shit. I thank the Most High. Hey, what's happening? Can you have that food, man? Man, can you have the food? We gotta virtually send it to you. This is a cheap meal though. This is not cheap like as in like not valuable, but we got peas, 79 cents. Avocado, 69 cents. Rice, $1.89. Oh, what say you, son? With some of this muscle bread right here. Just to fill in the blanks. Peace. I want to pick up the phone, but I know things ain't gonna work right, so. This is a fitness channel, everything's geared around fitness, but then, you know, fitness is also mental fitness, emotional fitness, awareness of what's wrong, how to fix it, without pointing and gaslighting and projecting weak insecurities on other people. You know what I mean? What did it say? What's the name? What's the name of that joint? That's the other brand. I got one of those. It was multi-organic grain with like 8 grams of protein up in that joint. Pea protein. That's the new thing. So we're gonna have the pea protein workout shakes and stuff, man. Shit, that's the truth. So in order to, let me turn that down. I don't even know what the hell that's at. In order to have, you know, stuff for the future, I gotta, you know, be cool and like, 1 second. But yeah, pea protein. It's that business. Y'all know I'm what you call it, hitting them right now. So that's why I don't be getting the phones like that. I'm like, hold up, man, I like my little peace time. My relaxing times. I chill with my family so we can chop it up. Talk about how not to eat to live. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay on point at all times in this world right now, G. It's a spirit battle. Fitness for sure. Mental, emotional awareness, all that shit. Training. We're dealing with cluster B personality disorder, man. It's something else. Damn near everybody got it. But there's histrionic, narcissists, sociopaths, psychopaths, the provoking. I know my people don't go out and try to provoke people like, that's like a bully. Like, why you want to go provoke somebody? You know what I'm saying? To hurt you. To try to get them upset. That's why it's important to master yourself. And the best way to do it, man, is through semen retention. The ancients have done this. Usually when people refer to the ancients, they most likely referring to some NAGAs. And it's not to, you know, hurt people's feelings, but that's how the truth is. People know now the truth is coming out, so it's in us. And so we just examples now. That's why I put, you know, Mississippian in there too, because it's like, yo, y'all ain't never really seen Nagas from Mississippi before. We was like quiet. Now, what do Nagas from Mississippi think? I'll take some field trips to Mississippi so y'all can see how old folks get down. But yeah, nutrition is the best part though, because, you know, eliminates all the parasites. We ain't got hella parasites. You know, they can spray something, but it's not like they got, you know, parasites in the meat that I'm eating or something like that. You know what I mean? You say something about what, muscle? Something about a muscle? No, I'm playing with you. Let me pick it out real fast. He said, what is muscle bread? Okay. Protein bread. It's protein bread. Bread that's, you know, ain't high full of grains and stuff like that. Them homemade breads that you find in the store, if you go look and search, you see they have their own little section. Like them health food stores or certain stores you may go to. They have, like, you know, big, you know, a whole bunch of different kinds. Some of them have 13 grams of protein, a lot of carbs and shit. It's one of those type of breads. They grooving on here right now. And that's good how this just blends together too. Like the avocado is like the nature's mayonnaise or something. Well, that food, most I know he was doing when he made food. Special chemistry too. We make good food. Harmful food, and it's like you have dopamines and shit. I got some dates. The same thing, man. I ain't gotta change it up all the time. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. That's it. Y'all let me know where y'all tuning in from. You know what I'm saying? And let me know what type of diet y'all eating. If y'all really want to be a fruitarian vegan, celibate as NAGA. You know what I'm saying? That's the next stage. Everybody gonna be working out. But what you gonna do after you work out? Don't tell me you gonna go have sex with yourself or go try to get with a girl and shit. Understand the energies. So, it's like what you gonna do. You're gonna really hit that true inner self. That's it, wow. A little bit of that there on there. I was getting a little too cut up too fast. Like, hold on, let me get a little weight on there. Take me a couple of days to do. Check out my chest real fast. Check out my chest real fast. See my chest. Get my cleavage up. See, I ain't all extra down there right now. See, see my little cleavage. Yeah, man cleavage. This is body sculpting. Hey, I'm so happy to hear that, boy. Ooh, wait. You know, I was focused and I had to pull the phone up. You know, when you gotta squint down. Yo, another bro just got to completing chemo. I had a lady I just talked to back in the day too. She did the chemo thing and all that stuff with different. It was different cancers. So we don't understand this. We don't want to get back to that no more. We're striving to do our best and not get to that point. So we got to focus on our lymphatic system at the best. I'm not like a healthcare medical doctor, but I'm just a practitioner, natural practitioner, just to see what works on me. And I actually seen that when you eat grapes or fruits, high astringent fruits, I mean, you got to do it. People talk about it, but you got to like really do it though. Like grapes, that start keep getting your your lymphatic system used to flowing now. You get mucuses, you're gonna get, pimples and stuff like that because now you're working, everything's working. That's like the stage before it gets clear. Your skin gets clear. So, or that's just a sign. So basically grapes, oranges, during this season for sure, if you can hack it, because a lot of people are scared of sugars, especially fruit sugars. But grape sugar is the best sugar. By far, man, when it comes to that. Mulberries, a handful of mulberries. Get you a mulberry tree that's already, producing fruit. And you can just have you some mulberries all the time. You know what I'm saying? Have you mulberry pie. But yeah, mulberries, they work. You don't even need that much. I remember I was surviving or just living. Actually, I was thriving off them for a whole season of them. And they had me right, man. I'm telling you, I ain't have to eat no solid food at all. Anytime I don't have to eat solid food, it's great. But when I like fast in the daytime, doing like Sabbaths and stuff like that, I do particular fasts. But yeah, I just add fruit in, and fruit just it really does a lot. So yeah, grapes get you back online. I hope all goes well with that, man. Hold on, let me get a bite of this. That brag on there, boy. Sweating, jogging. Not jogging like that though. Like everybody else, like they just running from something every morning and shit. No, just walking. The sun helps too. It don't matter who you is. You got some type of melanin to run with. Get out there in that sun. As you know. Some people, I did 3 hours a day. But, depending on where you're at, get out in that joint. Let me get close and see what's going on. Anything you suggest I eat or in vitamin form, and I can take with my leg muscles. And back and feeling them. Bam. Bananas always, you'd be so surprised what that banana would do. It's a herb. It's not even a fruit. 2 of those a day. That's with potassium. Electrolytes, you probably have to sup with electrolytes. You don't want to do too many vitamin adding in type of stuff unless it's vitamin B. But that's going to be in like that's going to be in your electrolyte stuff. I'm going to add on. Let me finish chewing. Man, you talking with the mouthful? Man, don't be talking with your mouthful, dog. Nah, sometimes I do though. But yeah, I'm gonna have to say as far as like, if you work out, citrulline is good to work out with. Citrulline is good for the blood flow. I'm gonna show all of that stuff because we're trying to get our own little company. We know how valuable we really is and shit. So we can't pull everybody onto the game. We gotta have our own thing. A lot of people don't really buy a lot of people's stuff, but once they see the truth is really manifesting, because you see the progression of a NAGA, then you see, okay, there's something going on righteous about that. This mother's not really selling me anything. He's not trying to, get me to buy all his meal plans all the time. But yeah, it'll be righteous for you to buy one, so you can have me guide you along through, Because every case is different. Everyone is different. Some people just want a full meal plan. And I'm adding subs plans too, you know what I'm saying? As far as like how to get a weight workout stack. Because a lot of people kind of lacking the stacking stuff. So as far as like stacking, because it's like, damn, how you get to this point, you got to stack certain things. But I don't have to do it. But I'm just saying, I've done it before just to have fun, and your body will respond to it. But then it'll go back to being regular. Like, this is regular, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if I added in something like citrulline or an AKG, which a lot of personal trainers don't talk about, because they just go for the look. It really goes with blood flow. The blood flow helps with the nutrients. So as long as your blood is flowing good, or basically, we're gonna put the blood to the side real quick, because we're talking about the chemo and the lymphatic. If you clean up the lymphatic, boom, the blood gonna do what it do, because you're eating the right foods to get the lymphatic system moving. Now, the blood ain't got nothing else, no choice but to, deliver the nutrients to the exact locations. Whether on the cellular level and in a big old, level of the organ level. So cleaning the lymphatic system, shout out to Dr. Robert Morris. He don't get enough credit. They be hating. They might be saying because he's white, but there's virtuous and vice motherfuckers in every culture, P. Some outweigh the others, though. You know what I'm saying? But with that culture today, man, he's one of the ones. He's one of the ones. Shoot. I'm telling you, he's one of the ones. And want to open you up with, more of a freedom of expression. Then you start putting your own concoctions together. I got little remedies, little concoctions of things that I just make up for teas. Like if I want to add this echinacea with this St. John's wort, with this boom, 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 make my own little, bam, got a cold little tea I can sip for like 2 weeks. St. John's wort, that's like for feeling, calm and shit like that. And echinacea's killing the parasites and stuff, which they aid on to what the fruits is doing. They said, thanks so much. All right. And so I do eat a lot of oranges. Yeah, oranges is good. It was this orange tree I used to raid all the daggone time, man. Nobody was eating oranges. I was like, well, they better not say nothing to me. These oranges is falling down, cracked open and shit. So I lived off those. Actually, you can live off of oranges, especially for a whole summer. You can live off oranges for a whole summer. Yeah, you don't really have to eat nothing else after if you eat oranges, unless later on you want to eat like solid stuff. But this is if you're in like a tropical or a subtropical environment. Oranges is the truth. Man, did I see where you calling from? Well, jumping in from. You might as well we done chatted up enough. You might as well say your name, your real name. That's good right here. And you know it's gonna digest smooth too. I mean, I understand. When you eat tasty oxtails. Shout out to Bro Les, man. And Mr. 10 Mills and all that. They ain't doing anything. I still love them. They my peoples. But going in, tasting good, coming out. Baby, can you hear me a little? Boy, I'm telling you, you need some fiber when you eating that shit. Nobody gonna. They do that with this, with any protein. So a complex protein, oh man, depending on the type of person that's eating it, it can develop schizophrenia. Because these proteins got attitudes, they alive and shit. They got parasites ready to produce. They doing what they do. So they get to the people's body and shit, and they know already go to the spinal cord, climb that 33 now, because this light is not raising. You don't know shit. Fuck them. Get to the crown. They get to the crown before your ass do. And they're experiencing all your heavens and gifts and shit. No. You fuck around, got a symptom of schizophrenia. Like, damn. Because you got larvae in your brain. And on top of it, might be drinking. Might be doing dope. Oh, man. Hey, man, it's a lot of stuff. Animal protein ain't meant to be consumed like that. I was like, God's way of getting back at you at the end. Like, nigga, you ate this nigga? You're not supposed to do that. The Indians, they didn't, when they killed their animals, they didn't want to just stay, it was special. You had to take them, the fur, the skin, and everything. You had to use the whole animal. And you wasn't eating that mug the whole year. It's like at the end of the year, and they damn near knew that they were going to lose one of their people. The animals are so smart and in tune, because everybody in America was on the mainland, was all connected to the all spirit. So you hear that from old other Native American tales, but we was connected to all spirit. So it's like the animal already knew to be sacrificed. They kind of gave up the one that they knew. They already came to grips. It's like a ritual thing that we was doing for thousands of years before people met us. To the point, we got to a point where we was making coats and fur coats. I'm talking about fur coats, shirt, hats, and shit like that, man. We got that sophisticated. We weren't just running around in tribal regalia and shit. We kept that just for ritualistic purposes, so we can remember our ancestors. But we got to a point we wearing slacks. We wearing leather now. We ain't killing these animals to do that. We know that it was an understanding, and we knew how to harvest them when they died and shit like that. That the meat is around, the animals didn't get it. Niggas was that swift to take them and fed predators and the cats and shit, mountain lions. So the motherfuckers won't eat you. That's the only reason why a lion can sit next to a lamb, because you feeding both of these motherfuckers. A lion ain't got the instinct to just to eat a motherfucker like that. It's like, I'm hungry and we will do it. But if I'm not hungry, nigga, we can kick it. That's what a lion is. A tiger do the same thing, but it's like, nigga, I'm still the shit, nigga. You better be scared of me. That's the tiger though. You know what I'm saying? But they won't eat your ass either. And unless you provoke them just to do it, they'll do it off the principle, basically. You know, cats are smart as hell, G. By the time a motherfucker's 2, they like 25 years old, nigga. So, I'm just saying. So, if he was able to be friends with you and he's after 3, he's cool with your ass and shit. Try to do that with a chimpanzee, though. Motherfucker try to eat your ass up. A chimp. It's different. It's different. They'll go and hunt their food. Like, cats do it too, but they're keeping the plain, level. But back to us, though. That's what we did. We wore, exquisite fur coats. We weren't killing animals. These were from how we evolved into this grand empire with the buildings and structures that you see. Niggas is walking around with these big ass fur coats, yeah. Leather shoes and leather, what you call them, satchels and stuff. We even knew what wood do. We knew what wood would do. Wood do also. We had the cedar. And so, but get a little deeper. But let me turn around. I just get bam. I'm a fatty brown too, and which is definitely helping also. I like it. There we go. That's what's up. Parasites. There's all kind of ways to get rid of parasites, but it depends. Oh, you eat Greek yogurt? You probably got to stop that one. But anything dairy, you got to stop. That's for sure. You can't be eating dairy like that if you really want to get that lymph moving. Because eating dairy is what's going to slow the lymph up. That's what gives you the tumors. Your body's trying to form a defense mechanism, so it forms a tumor. And what they do, they cut it out. Boom. So now, with all that lymph flowing where that tumor was at, it's just dumping over into the lymphatic duct now, and it's just filling up, doing all kind of shit to your body now, and you fucking up your chemistry. So you got to get off of dairy damn near ASAP, because dairy may not be good for you. But some people, dairy can work. See, dairy tastes good. It has a dopamine thing to it. You know what I'm saying? It has a dopamine thing to it. See, that's the low part of eating. Like, I say, it may taste good going down, but coming out, that dopamine hits you. Eating the animal, it's like, it's that texture and shit. Fortunately, I ain't ate none of that shit until I was 17. But on the other end of the folders now, just to let you know. Last time I ate a double stack, I was like 17 years old. And I knew then not to eat that shit. I wouldn't eat no pork or no swine or nothing like that. You really ain't supposed to eat that. Because, that has, I don't care if they say it's cured or whatever, that has trichina worms, man. Worms that is designed to get into your brain. What they're supposed to do is eat up all the trash and filth that's around you. You know what I'm saying? The trash and filth that's around you, they here to clean that up if you was trashy and filthy. Like on islands, there's hogs that just run around. You know what I'm saying? And what they do is they eat up anything that's dead. Shit. But they also like to eat papayas and fruits and shit like that too. It ain't necessarily the rat, cat, and the dog. We ain't running with all the NOIs and the religious shit. This hog been around for a while. Wild hog's been around for a long time. So, that trichina worm is definitely not good. And that's really what causes schizophrenia. That worm, damn near, I would say, that's the worm that do it. The worm that comes from the swine. Damn near everybody eats swine that got schizophrenia, or they have tried it, or it's been in their gene. And schizophrenia is a sensitive spirit, it's a sensitive person. Says, what are you eating on? Oh, peace. Yeah, we eating, I'm about to damn near be done with this. This is, same old thing. I got the king, I don't want y'all to look at the plate after I just got to smashing, but it's got the peas, green peas. Get a scoop of though. Green peas, avocado, quinoa, brown rice, and this bread right here, and that bread. I'm breaking the fast with this right here. This is the Sabbath today. I mean, most people do the Sabbath on Saturday, but it just happened to be that it landed on this day because of the moon. And they ain't gonna be on this day in the next couple weeks. So while they're still doing Sabbath on the Saturday, the moon is already on another sign. We gotta do that in this next phase. So we follow the moon cycle. You know what I'm saying? So they'll be still doing the Jewish Sabbath. I'm not shouting, I know the type of stuff going on in the world today, but yeah, this is just cosmic information and alignment, man. And this is gonna be common sense in the future. This is gonna be normal. Just like how you open the newspaper up and you can read your zodiac and shit. It's gonna be like that, but the zodiac it's gonna be a whole laid out type shit. With very in tune high priestess and high priest interpretations and downloads of how they see the planets in their alignments. Like every planet is in a house right now. You know what I'm saying? But right now, the moon just so happened to be in Virgo. So we all feeling Virgo-ish pretty much. Just to give you all things. So once you start seeing this, you become a natural prophet, which the Most High designed you to be. Whether you can calculate outside or the ones who can calculate and download the shit from the inside. But yeah, this is how we're able to, do our plan our harvests out. It's through the astrology. And so right now, the moon, Virgo, earthly shit. I'm eating earthly foods. I feel earthly with the bread, and I ain't got no potatoes on here, so that's cool. I ain't ate potatoes in a long time, but I love them though. But it's not the season to eat them. It's coming later on. But right now, light stuff. Avocados. And if you fruits in the daytime, citrus fruits, it's orange season, mango season, pardon. So, bread can be made all year round. So, and it's the times of eating. If you value your own thoughts. If you don't value your own thoughts, eat all the damn time. If you don't value your own thoughts, you can eat whenever you want to eat. You know what I'm saying? But if you value you and your peace and your happiness, then hey, you better discipline your eating times. And if you feel the urge to eat, just eat a piece of fruit. I guarantee you, you'll feel better. But if you're eating a lot of meat, you're not gonna feel as good. You won't even really appreciate a piece of fruit. You might not even want to eat it. Fruit is meant to be enjoyed. It's a medicine, but it's tasty. And it has electrolytes and carbs in it, fast digestive carbs, so it'll give you a boost of energy right away. Which means it'll fade. So when it fades, you gotta graze back on it again. Kind of like how, deers and shit be grazing on grass and stuff and berries and shit. That's how we pretty much supposed to be. You see us walking around with a satchel of berries, or we in a district where we got berry bushes and, we can just walk up there and just pick it in our peaceful mindset. You know what I'm saying? Peaceful mindset and mind state. Pardon me. Dropping shit. Don't do that, y'all. I'm going to smash that. So I got some dates over there. I'll be looking forward to the dates and shit. It's my sugar. Meat also trigger things in your teeth. Meat does. Like if you're eating fish, especially beef and chicken, you're gonna get an extra molar the moment you start. But if you don't, your molar damn near start to reside damn near, or stop growing. That's why people got to get their teeth pulled. Some of them are afraid, so they know the molars is coming in, and they feel a little bit. I ain't my tooth pulled. Like it's a ritual in the hood though, or the black community back in the day. They get all four of them pulled. But it's like, that's it only happens when you start eating meat. When you because that's where your digestive ducts is at. It's remarkable how you can eat something and the food just breaks down in your mouth right away. Like that's what the hell is that strong? Have you ever spit on some food and just watch it break down and shit? I never did, but I'm just saying. I don't think you do it like that. It was in your mouth. It got a whole combination, like the heat, all that shit. But eating meat though, it got more to do with that your wisdom tooth and your what they call them, wisdom tooth, but what's that thing called? Saliva. The shit that's breaking down, that's where you're starting your process at of digestion. That's why I try not to chew anything in the daytime, Jim. Unless it's fruit. You know what I'm saying? That digest is quick. Or I'll drink my juice. But I don't do that all the time though. You get to a point where you want to switch it up. It'll be cool. Cause I can't afford all that shit. I would love to be able to afford it. Shit, I have my own grapevines and shit. Natal plums, natal plum wine, grape wines and shit. It'll come. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, just little stuff like that. Let's see what guys are. Now I gotta get the little screen on. I'm gonna get the glasses, y'all. So do you eat any meat? Nah, I don't eat no meat. No, but I'm not against people who do eat meat. I don't eat meat, but I'm not against people who do. But my highest point I'm gonna deal with the people is probably fish. You know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, I was recently injured at work. Oh man, it's sad to hear that one, big dog. I was told eating meat without and said would help. Yeah, with protein. That's the key word. Protein to help you heal. The meat is just a complex form of protein. I'm eating pea protein right now. Any form of protein is gonna swell you up. You want to get the cleanest though. But you mixing in meat, you getting the enzymes too. So we're more like of a, mind. You want to get your mind to not rely on that type of way of thinking. It's like you becoming responsible for your own healing energies. And like Most High made these vegetables and fruits and stuff, for you to do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the best way to do it. But fish is the way though. If you're gonna eat any meat, a lot of meat eaters don't even eat fish because fish is not. It's considered meat, but it's like fish is delicate and it's special. It's like the spiritual sacrifice of the planet for food and nourishment. So them spirits in them, they know what's up. That's why you don't treat them horrible and shit if you catch them. And if you're not gonna eat them, try your best if you can to get that mud back in the water. It cleans the water. Shit. And so you're eating all the plankton and the everything that's in them, plus the fish that they ate. You know what I'm saying? But you're eating that. Once we learn how to get the plankton and eat the plankton, you skip the minimum. You want to start eating for actual what it's for. You know what I'm saying? Instead of for taste. But we can make it taste good though. That's how we made meat taste good. Because we weren't eating meat first and shit. That wasn't our instinct. We were blessed with observing, reasoning, looking at the seasons, catching on to shit. Tasting them. Yeah, that must be good. You know what I'm saying? It is good. Let me eat it. It makes me feel great. Reaching to the sky for the food. Boom. Digging in the ground, you got roots now. Like, what this root is? It's ginger. Whatever root it is helping. Like, you're starting to put it together. Now you're becoming a chemist. You're like, whoa, I can make my food my medicine. Hooking it up with the garlic. I eat a garlic clove before I eat my food. Today I didn't know, but I normally do. Garlic and ginger. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the gut thing, so garlic is like a... not garlic. Ginger. Ginger is like, it helps on a thermal level. like a thermonuclear energy level. Like you won't even be hungry, and it burns up, you know, fat and stuff. You know, I like to eat testosterone foods too, because if I'm gonna eat a little bit of this, have a little bit of this on there with the soy, you know, I'm gonna have to have that testosterone to balance it out. And a lot of foods that America and a lot of people eat are highly estrogen based or carbon based. These foods that I just ate, that's silica based, like a crystal. It just looked like the way it looked, but they're crystalline based foods. And I'm a crystalline being, so I eat crystal foods. It just don't look, you would think I'm almost be eating rocks. Technically, these really are little rocks. Little gems. Soft though. You gotta look at the world in a different way. But we are like transformers and shit. You know? We're like a silica-based life form. Not carbon like that, you know what I'm saying? Silica. You know, we don't bind with everybody. We're pure. You know, carbon can bind with anything. It's flimsy and shit. It's the trees you see, the little bushes that you see out there. But like silica, that shit is like the cactus and shit. Damn near like the you know, what they call them type of plants? The succulent ones and all of that type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Those are like silica-based plants, life forms, shit. Ooh, that was good. Now let me pour this out. Woo. Show y'all that. Oh, we maxed that one. But y'all like, well, what is that? That's grains. Hold on. What about fish? Fish is cool. Like I say, you get that salmon. The salmons, all the ones with scales, depending on how you cook it. You know, but blessed. And being in this world, man, we eat it too much, like all the time. You see how bodybuilders eat that shit every day? A piece of fish. I've ate it every day when I could afford it and shit. When I had, you know, a long time ago, I went to eating fish again. See, that's the one I was still vegan for like 12 years, and then I studied fish and I did that again. But it was like fresh fish, the freshest you can get. I wasn't into all no BS. But then I had to get back off of that. So get back like on this diet like 12 years type shit. So we Gucci. You know, I'm a little older. I'm putting years in the game. It's a little bit older. You know, we celibate, so it's more focused. You know what I'm saying? What they call semen retention. Stuff like that. This is fiber. Cereal. Fiber 1. Love is right there. I use that. Instead of taking a pill. I don't chew I don't chew food often unless it's like around now. And I chew it all the way to absorb all the things. That's what the saliva does, you know. Looking at my daughter used to chew her food all the way. I never had to tell her, like, chew your food all the way. My son, he'll be like, I'm like, what? But my daughter should be sitting there like, I'm like, girl, if you don't swallow that goddamn food. But she was so solid, though. She come out, she was rock. Like, So I learned that from her, just looking at her doing it. I'm like, damn. So I started chewing my food a lot more. I used to hear old folks say, chew your food. Started chewing mine up. That shit, that works. Your body absorb it. If you chew your food, 20-something, 30-something swallows, chews, let it break all the way down, man, you're gonna be straight, man. You can get these dates real fast. I eat dates too, y'all. Like, these niggas, they ain't nothing to do with that one. Dates is good, man. Look at that, look at that good old juicy date, man. Oh my God. Almost look like well, this one look cool, but the ones I see, they look like a roach. I was like, man, I just looked through my thing. I was outside. These are these type of dates. I don't know if it's backwards or not. So, see, you see? I'm gonna jump in like that. The stuff we talking about, it helps for forever, right? It's not like a piece of currency that could just go in and you have to spend it and it's gone now. It comes in the current for you. This gift stays for forever. Because if you apply it correctly, you do it for forever. It lasts for forever. And you can pass it down like it's money, like it was money. But with the, yeah, because estrogen, it feeds onto fibroids and stuff like that. It makes, your fibroid, the one, that's not good. That comes from eating a lot of, dairy and stuff. But the aminos, we're going to have the branch chain amino, we're going to have the aminos workout stuff too. So I'm just talking now, just going all over. But we're going to have the workout. It's the branch chain amino acids. This is what we put into the game app. Everybody's talking protein, protein, protein. I'm like, Well, this is the branch chain amino acids. They are the building block to the protein. In this case, you didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? They're the building block to the protein. So you gotta have BCAAs. And the BCAAs are in fruit. And particularly, abundantly, basically. They're in everything, but in fruit the most though. And fruit is basically damn near everything. Damn near. It's fruits you can and can't eat. But the BCAAs just help with your muscle so you won't lose muscle. Like if you fasting or something like that. If you're fasting, or say if you gotta go on to you ain't gonna be able to eat for a while. Supplementing with BCAAs is the best thing to do. Bodybuilders, they use it, but they got steroids too though. We ain't got BCAAs. I can't afford it right now. I'm trying to get me some dollars so I can go get some. Gotta get some BCAAs, man. And then you'll see the difference. Like for me, it works right away. It's like right away. You'll see the difference in muscle mass right away. You'll feel the difference. You feel like fuller and shit. Yeah, damn, they make me want to strip down. We've been working my shoulders out a little bit. But say if I had BCAAs, that'll look a little bit more detailed. This is just normal. Like I ain't got nothing. I ain't got creatine, none of them. I got nothing. Oops, I'll make sure I put my shit out. Yeah, I ain't got creatine, I got none of that. Caffeine though, I mess with caffeine. That burns fat. People are against caffeine, but most of I made coffee beans. So you're gonna find your medium. And it's not about discouraging other people, because some people can be on a health path and they may not even be at the end of what they're learning. And before you know it, you'll have someone else trying to discourage them on what they know. I'm talking about in a point where it's like with the coffee situation. It's because that's a debatable, topic. Some people like it, some people don't. So I don't discourage nobody on coffee. I'm like, okay, let them figure it out if it's for them or if it's not. I feel most I make coffee as a good thing. I don't drink it, but I have drank it, So yeah, man, I'm not against none of that stuff. Yeah, get a piece of that. Oh yeah, coming around the mountain. I'm trying to go. I said 30, but we went a little bit further. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it on this up. Finish these off. I'll be trying to finish these too. So it can be right for the morning, boy. They drop your soil in the morning. I ain't the one to go to the workout facility or something and be like, oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, nah. Them dudes in there, they happy to do that shit. They holding hands between the stalls and shit, man. Come on, let's go to the bathroom. Let's take showers. Smell each other's. Like, man. So this is for making sure you release without having to do that. It means you got too much soil in you, shit in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that's too much shit. So, use the fiber. You'll love it. And dates is the best thing too. Prunes will have your guts all tore up. You don't want prunes. You eat a whole thing of prunes, think you gonna lay down? That ain't gonna work. Yeah. Dates, sweet, high in iron, make you ultra magnetic. You know, ultra magnetic, especially it's a semen retention oil. We're gonna change that semen sacredness, but I don't even want to use the word semen in there because that's like a trigger word. So just, you know, celibacy, or with your light body building. You know, light body building, that's pretty much dealing with, you know, what semen retention. Because every month when the moon gets in your sun sign, it raises it up a notch. Right now the moon's in my sun sign. Ooh. Virgo. True Sabbath. It's a nice backdrop on the screen. I will show y'all. Y'all see what the hell is he looking up at? There's a nice little backdrop on the screen. So they better not try to block my joint because they shadow ban me. That's why I'm going live. They don't want me to get all the information out. They know it's all right. They're like, man, this nigga, the right motherfucker find him, man. This type of shit they don't like, you. This is like real shit right here, G. I ain't heard nothing nigga. I ain't heard nigga talking about that, nigga. They talking about how to get the money, how to get the clients, you know what I'm saying? How to do this, that, and the third. They ain't talking about no psychology, no pimping 101. I'm talking about powerful intellect, making progress. They ain't talking about none of that. They just like, yo, man, get the clients, da-da-da, don't care about how they live. If you talk to one of these personal trainers and you tell them, I gotta say your name, I gotta see it. But yeah, you know, talking about the situation with the health and the chemotherapy, they may hear the word chemo and then go Google it, and because they know about them, heard about it, but to get in depth, you talking about lymph and da-da-da, they be like, oh shit, they won't be able to back that up. Who? I'm like, who? Who have you heard on here talking about it, man? You ain't heard no? I can say I'll wait, but they gonna start talking about it though. But they are already a little bit behind. Actually, they're a lot of bit behind. I gotta say it like that. The reason why they're a lot of bit behind, because they ain't add semen retention into the game. That right there, boom. The true ones would have stuck to it. So say if we was going together, I'm starting it again. Like we're starting the semen retention, boom, boom, boom. You bust, oh damn. We're going back in, boom, you bust again. I'm going again. Keep going. And so that becomes a threat. In the physical, it may look like we're the same, but once we get close together, you'll know we ain't the same. I ain't gotta toot my own horn and no shit like that. But when a man gets to a certain point in semen retention or celibacy, it's like Neo at that point. It's like everything. You can't trick no man. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be around a motherfucker that's a liar, unless you trying to be back in the flesh, like that. And plus, your flesh look good. Now, more appealing to them. It's even more like it's more of like a, not even a curse, but like how you using like in a weaponry. It's like a more of a thing that you use and shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't find the word. It's about to be Mercury retrograde pretty soon. Maybe more of a damage to these minds. It says trash nap. I came back to it. I dug in the trash. I was like, come here. I don't know if that's what you said, but I have done it before. It's not like I eat things like that all the time. What I eat all the time is ginger. You know what I'm saying? That's an everyday thing. That probably once every 5 years or so. Just to be playing around. Even the soybean, just to play around. 2 times grown. We know how far to go with it though. Love, peace, and gratitude. Old-fashioned made. 1912. Mother wasn't even up on the liquid aminos. But I mean, you know, amino acids though, that's what it do. Even though it's acidic, your body know how to turn it alkaline. 2 sides of chemistry. Your body know what to do. You can't just be all alkaline and shit. You gotta have a balance. Gotta be divine masculine, divine feminine. You know what I'm saying? When a man is in his divine feminine, that's the highest state you can get. When a man is in his divine feminine, not a woman. When a woman is in her divine masculine, that's the highest state she can get. A woman, you see, it's an example. A woman in her divine masculine, Whitney Houston, probably one of the highest. All the women that you see like that, they can run through men, but if they run into a man that is a divine feminine, she won't be able to run through him because he can attract divine masculine women. He's a magnet. He's like an empress. How we get into that? It's all chemistry, though. Oh yeah, we're talking about chemistry. Liquid aminos. I don't know if it's backwards or not. It says, what's that? I can't even see y'all in here. I appreciate you. Trish, it's liquid aminos. Sorry about that, babe. I'm sorry about that. If I jumped the gun on the mic. I had to get close to it, so my bad, y'all. It's all love, y'all know it is. You know it is. But yeah, but the liquid aminos, it do work to me. I put my children on it when they was younger, and everything been cool. They up, they grown, doing what they do. And it worked. I've used it from time to time. I used it when I didn't have when I was younger in my 20s, maybe in my 30s. I would if I ain't have no liquid amino, if I ain't have no protein shake or nothing like that, I would use that as the eating and shit. Skip all this, get all this out the way. Messing with the music. Yeah, y'all, I'm about to get ready to log up this mug real quick. But that's what I would do, though. I'm trying to get this to do what it do. But that's what I would, and it'll still work, just like I was eating, just like I was taking aminos. Because you'll notice yourself getting fuller and bigger, like your muscle structure and shit. You just put that on your whatever type of food you're eating. It's like a season, you know. You can bland yourself for a little bit. You ain't got to get cayenne peppers and stuff. All right. Let me pick up the wood. Peace. So, stay in tune. Stay tuned. Ooh, I almost messed up something right there again. Stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go over more things, just have a conversation and chop it up. We're going to do the workouts. I'm going to probably do a workout. It's going to be a push-up workout, though, like a chest workout and a shoulder next day. So I might get live. I may just do a little short, but the short, you know, they've been shadow banning me on that. So I'm going to have to do a live. And they're like, oh, he's going to do a live, huh? No, but it's all good. Thank y'all for joining. You know, I will go down in the comments. But we've been chopping it up. So for my one that's been in the room, yeah, just stay tuned. We can chop it up some more, all right? Till next time, I'll be with you. Good night. And, you know, this is a spiritual thing as far as like, you know, a mudra. It's our shit. It keeps your vibe high, you know. So have a good night, and I'll be with you in the next one.